My name is James. I'm 20 years old. I was born legally blind. I make movies, and this is the story of how Apple saved my life. Growing up with a visual impairment, I always felt there was a distance between myself and sighted individuals. Not having vision that was easily corrected was always difficult to cope with. And school was never easy for me. Being even subtly different in appearance made you a target for harassment. But when you add all the magnified papers and unusual tools I was given, just so I could kinda see my schoolwork, it would draw attention, and frankly, it felt very inconvenient for me. School administration would constantly blow up all my papers and textbooks on very large paper. Though helpful, it got heavy, unorganized, and uncomfortable quickly. Between 2007 and 2009, that was the darkest period of my life. I went to public school, and I just so happened to be different. Apparently that was enough for a select group of ignorant kids to threaten me, mock my eyes, and constantly remind me every day that I was different, that I was less. At the age of 11, I tried to take my own life. I was diagnosed with depression and was suicidal for the following 2 years. School was harder than ever those next couple of years. Between balancing my mental health, disability, puberty, sports, schoolwork, and my actual interests, life was overwhelming. On November 17, 2009, my parents knew I had been struggling with the limited resources that I had. It was my birthday. I was 14, my parents had no idea what to get me. While at the mall, we decided to take a look in the Apple store, with no intention on making a purchase. The current laptop that I had was from 2004 and running Windows XP. After explaining my vision situation, an Apple specialist demonstrated the easy-to-use zoom and voiceover features in Mac OS X. I tried it for myself, and it was the first time I truly felt comfortable using a piece of technology.
Welcome to VoiceOver. VoiceOver speaks descriptions of items on the screen and can be used to control the computer using only your keyboard.
The Apple specialist introduced me to iMovie. Previously, if I wanted to edit video, my face would be 2 inches away from the display, trying to make out any sort of detail in front of me. Now, I could just edit, and not worry about my lack of vision interfering with the movie making process. That night, I bought my first MacBook Pro. Not only did filmmaking and the internet finally feel accessible, but so did my schoolwork. Using an iPhone app as a companion, I could easily take high-quality images of my papers, wirelessly send it off to my computer as a PDF, and complete my assignments without my eyes being a hassle. I was enduring the darkest point of my life, and it only seemed downhill from there until I made the curious decision to visit that Apple store. I have no idea where I would have been today had I not gone into that store and learned about the accessibility features present within Apple products. Today, I use my Apple Watch to help me navigate the streets of Los Angeles. I use my iPhone to see signs that I otherwise couldn't. I use my iPad to read emails, articles, and consume media. And I used my Mac to make this movie. Apple, thank you for saving my life and allowing my world to be accessible today and tomorrow.